official abroad trip to Turkey, and I am pleased to host him in Turkey, and I once again would like to congratulate him for his victory in the elections. The elections took place in transparency, which displayed the devotedness of the Turkish Cypriots to democracy. With Mr. Tatar, we will be working together to cover more road to defend the rights of the Turkish Cypriots. Distinguished members of press, with President Tatar, we held a very comprehensive and constructive meeting. When it comes to the Cyprus issue in the upcoming periods, we talked about the steps to be taken, and of course the most recent developments unfolding in the Eastern Mediterranean. The Turkish side stands with a fair, permanent and sustainable solution, and we are acting with an understanding based on goodwill and intentions, and have always taken our steps forward in this regard. But of course the efforts of the Turkish side only, of course, will not be sufficient for this solution, and the Greek Cypriots obviously are not interested in accepting a holistic solution. And the main reason for the failure of all attempts for a solution is the mindset of the Greek side, a mindset that is based on lack of reconciliation. And they do not want to share the country with the Turkish Cypriots, the country they usurped half a century ago. And now it has been understood, and it must be understood, that the current parameters will not bring about a good solution. After the Crown Montana negotiations that ended in July 2012, the model has fallen short, obviously, we said, and we reiterated that there was a need for new solutions, and the time that has passed showed that we were right and proved our position right. And we also made some calls for cooperation for the sharing of hydrocarbon resources, but our calls went unanswered. The Greek side want to see the Turkish Cypriots as a minority, and they continue to usurp the rights of Turkish Cypriots. In Cyprus, there are two different peoples and two separate states established by the peoples of both states. They already coexist. For two peoples to exist in welfare, peace, and cooperation, there are realities for us to see, and these realities are obvious. And we also believe that it will be a loss of time if we start the negotiations on the basis of the formation of a federation, and we believe that the issue must be brought onto the table with mutual perspectives taken into account for a fair, sustainable and stable permanent solution of the problem. We are in terms with Turkish Cypriots. And when it comes to Varosha and opening of Varosha, we exchanged opinions again during our meeting with President Erdoğan Tatar. We will be protecting our rights in the Eastern Mediterranean, and we will as well, of course, protect and advocate the rights, the legitimate rights and interests of Turkish Cypriots. We have always displayed our determination to all our allies and enemies. The party responsible for the dispute in the Eastern Mediterranean is the Greek Cypriot administration of Cyprus and also Greece. The energy companies that have more appetite and some other powers standing behind them also took their part in this game, but this game has now been upset. And as I said before, any intervention that excludes Turkey and Turkish Cypriots does not have a chance for success, and it will not. Distinguished members of press, distinguished guests, to further strengthen the solidarity and cooperation in between Turkey and the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, we addressed many issues: economic, diplomatic, and social development of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus will always be supported by the Republic of Turkey. Our purpose is to increase the life standards of Turkish Cypriots and ensure that they look into their future with more confidence. The support of Turkey lent to Turkish Cypriots goes beyond legal and political issues and is related with our unity in faith and bonds that connect us together from heart. So hand in hand we will be overcoming all the challenges ahead of us and will walk towards the future. I once again would like to congratulate Mr. Tatar and hope that his position will be auspicious, and I would like to extend my gratitude for his visit. Thank you very much, Mr. President. I would like to also thank to you and Her Excellency, Ms. Erdoğan, for having hosted me here. After being elected as the President of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, I have made my first trip abroad to Turkey, and I am pleased to be here in Ankara. Of course, Turkey is our motherland. Our roots go back to Turkey. And Turkey has always supported the struggle of Turkish Cypriots to exist and to liberate itself. In 1963 and 1974, the Turkish Cypriots were helped with militarily, and we could only stand tall by the support, thanks to the support of Turkey. By the Greek junta, a military coup took place, and the Hellenistic Republic of Cyprus was declared, and Turkey exercised its rights as a guarantor country and acted, and it is meaningless and against the historical realities if some claim the otherwise. And for the liberty and freedom of Cyprus, in 1947, Turkey launched a military operation, and this is the only assurance of the existence of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. I would like to once again underline that for the Cyprus issue to be solved fairly on the basis of equity and for long-lastingness, the Turkish Cypriots and the Republic of Northern Cyprus, of course, did all it could in its power, but the failure of the projects and the solutions is related because the lack of readiness by the Greek side. The Greek side still dreams to go back to the periods before 1974. Despite all our guidance, they have a target to bring the active guarantorship of Turkey down to a zero-sum game. And we also know that Turkey suggested the establishment of a commission with the participation of 5 parties, and we believe that such a meeting will be a great denominator for the course, for the trajectory of the issue. And also there was a proposal for an organization of a conference on the Eastern Mediterranean, and this is a very constructive proposal. We do not have our eyes set on the rights or interests of others, but we will not, of course, allow our rights to be violated and usurped by the others. And the hydrocarbon resources, of course, are to be resourced. The Greek side does not side with reconciliation when it comes to sharing the resources over the seas. But we cannot accept that, obviously. We want to be more visible in international relations, thanks to you, and I believe it will also disrupt the course of the games or plots played by the Greek side. And with your determination, with your resolute stance, we also have managed to open Varosha back to use of our people. And Varosha will no longer be a ghost town, and it will come to a level on which it will serve the people of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Mr. President, with your support in between Turkey and Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, there have been two protocols signed for cooperation, and this equals to $3.2 billion of investment. And also a modern hospital has been constructed, and we are in the final phase of it. Almost in 2 months, this hospital with 100 bed capacity will be opened for our healthcare sector. By the way, the underwater pipeline for water supply has been repaired thanks to your support, and I would like to once again thank to you on behalf of Turkish Cypriots. We hope that the construction of the Erdoğan airport will be completed before long, and we will be leaving this pandemic era behind and engage in other movements. So we are going to exert efforts. I will personally, as the President, will exert efforts to further bolster our cooperation, and it will be much easier then to achieve the outcomes we hope for when it comes to the Cyprus issue. Mr. President, as I conclude, I once again would like to extend my gratitude for your support and encouragement, and I wish everyone well, and thank you very much again. I also would like to thank to Mr. President personally, and extend gratitudes on behalf of my nation. And on November 15, we will pay a visit to Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, and on the occasion of this visit we hope to participate to the ceremonies to be held there, as well the official opening of the projects, and this way return the visit. And using this opportunity, I would like to bring another issue to your attention. I guess Mr. Çavuşoğlu is in Varosha. I believe, Mr. Çavuşoğlu, we can have a picnic in Varosha. Will that be all right, Mr. President? Is it possible? So it seemed like he hesitated a little bit. But there, on that day, maybe it will be good for us all to have a picnic there. Because we only watched the footage coming from the region, but we want to experience, we want to feel the city itself when we are there. The gates are open, and the roads should always be kept open, so that our Turkish Cypriot brothers and sisters can personally observe and experience the developments ongoing there. Mr. President, maybe I should mention one thing. The property owners, through Immovable Properties Commission, will be helped, and we of course are trying our best to tackle the problems therein. And Varosha is of course partially open. A big portion of Varosha is already open. Tens of thousands of people already reside in that city, but the other areas will now be and have been open for use, and of course the fact that the Republic of Turkey has supported us is of great importance. This is a source of hope for the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. There is a great potential available there. It's a world-renowned place. There are many riches available there. Of course, we will be returning the properties to the title deed owners or the beneficiaries. Maybe they will transfer their rights. And every step taken in this regard is to the point, and the support by the Republic of Turkish Republic of Turkey, of course, has made us very happy, and I would like to once again extend my gratitude. The Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus has become very successful over the past 40 years, by the way, in the Eastern Mediterranean. In this geography, as a Turkish Cypriot, I am proud, because this is a struggle which was taken on by our ancestors, but through the support of Turkey, we know that we have a state that is now held in more dignity, in higher esteem, and we have now a state emerging. Before that, we had only two partners. The Turkish Cypriots in 1963 were forced out of their own territories, and the Turkish Cypriots also were subject to genocide. But they resisted, because we have it in our nature. It comes from our bloodline. We also made history, wrote our own saga in 1974, and resisted. So from that time on, we have always been exhibiting goodwill, and also, of course, we could not see the return of that goodwill or the reciprocity by the Greek side in the face of our goodwill, but now we are a state that owns up to its own territories, its own riches. We are talking about two sovereign states living, coexisting side by side. And during my election campaigns, I always spoke the truth clearly. So there is this approval right now for our country, but with Mr. Çavuşoğlu, we of course will elaborate on other issues, and 5+1 commission of course will probably be sustained. We will continue to talk, negotiate how we can carry on. Of course, we need to refer to what was done before. There were some promises made. There was a goodwill exhibited with your goodwills and your support, but at the final moment, some that turned the tables, and Anastasiades indeed left the goodwill shown to himself, because he would have then lost the elections. And the Greek Cypriots also are not in the positions they held in the past. So looking into the realities, Mr. President, the Greek Cypriots also do not believe in their administrators, but this is a habit, a process that they are used to, and therefore they are stalling the people. But politics now has to be based on realities, which is also sovereignty equaling politics. So as long as we clearly portray our goodwill, we will stand tall in terms of our politics. And I have to state once again that Cyprus is not the Cyprus of the past, and the Mediterranean is not the Mediterranean of the past. The conjuncture has changed, and therefore the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus should be embraced more and more by the whole world. But so happy we are that we now emerge stronger and stronger, and with your great support, we have now arrived in a very much different position. Our national rights and of course our national sovereignty is what we care for and is the right of our people. And I once again would like to say, after being elected as the president, the mutual relations between both of our countries will be, of course, further reinforced, but this will also be the case for our fraternity, our brotherly, sisterly relations, because since I have been involved in politics, since I was involved in politics, I have always been together with the peoples of both parties, and I would like to once again share that I will stand in solidarity with the peoples of both countries. And I wanted to use this opportunity to share my sincere thoughts with you all. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Okay, good evening, everyone.